स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दम् कृपापूर्णम् जगत्पतिम् हरिषड्वर्गजेतारम् नित्यानन्दगुरुम् भजे। स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दम् कृपापूर्णम् जगत्पतिम् हरिषड्वर्गजेतारम्।
Shiva is giving us a technique. Here, fortunately, still, if your sixth sense is not lost, means the ability to open up with some object or nature, if you have not lost that capacity, this technique is for you. Sometimes, very rarely, people escape the social conditioning. Genius is a person who escapes the social conditioning. Understand? Genius is a person who escapes social conditioning and maintains his high energy. Fortunately, if you are able to maintain, if you are able to keep your sixth sense alive, this technique is for you. Sometime, suddenly, for some reason, you fall in love with some object, some murti, some statue, with something, nature. You can try this technique if you are in love with something. The basic philosophy of the technique is when you open up the whole thing, nature or the person or the object to which you open up becomes alive. Let me read the sutra once more. At the edge of a deep well, look steadily into its depths until the wondrousness happens. Understand? At the edge of the deep well, look steadily into its depths until the wondrousness happens. Means until your mind dissolves. You will be wondering. You will be in a wonder-filled mood only if your mind disappears. Other day I was telling, if you are in the wandering mood, you are in high energy. Somebody asked me the question, what is the wandering thing in the life? I tell them, life is the most wandering thing. The other guy asked, I am wondering about what to do with my life. I told him, wonder about life, then you have done what has to be done. If you are wondering about the life, you have achieved what has to be achieved. Nothing else is required. You don't have to wonder about what to do with the life. Just wonder about life, that's enough. One guy asked me, I am wondering why so much of suffering, am I on the right track? I said no. That is worrying of why so much of suffering, not wondering. That can't be called as wondering. Wondering means filled with joy and ecstasy, overflowing. Here Shiva is telling, at the edge of the deep well, look steadily into its depths until the wondrousness, you are filled with wonder, the mind disappears. Understand, it's a very powerful technique. This technique is used by Lord Su. Understand, this book is book of all books. One technique from this book can create one religion. This book is a book, it's a manual for all the prophets to create religions. Manual for all enlightened masters to create their own religions. This book should be called as how to create enlightenment traditions. How to create enlightenment traditions. This is not just how to meditate. This book should be called as how to create enlightenment traditions. This book must have been manual for all the great enlightened masters to create a new kind of a tradition. I am always afraid of these how-to books because they don't give you the truth completely, because they themselves don't know. I always tell people, read from the source, learn from the source. In the initial level, if you are inspired by some how-to books, that is okay, nothing wrong. But to grow further, go to the source. They are like signboards. These personality development programs, courses, books, all of them are signboards. Once you feel the taste with that things, then now it is time, turn towards the root. From the source, learning is little time-taking process, but you will learn authentically. Sometime in India I have seen the compounders, means the doctor's assistants, the nurses, they will start giving medicines if the doctor is not there. By being around the doctor for a few years continuously, they know for headache, black color tablet, for stomach pain, red color tablet, for knee pain, yellow color tablet, they know. Sometimes the medicine which you receive from nurse also may work, but it is not advisable to take medicines from nurse. Medicines from compounders who are not trained for it, who have not studied for it, because they don't know the science behind the medication. They know only the color matching. Same way, the so-called personality development authors and the programs and the guys, they also, sometimes they will give solution, it may work also. But that does not mean they know the whole science. Sometimes they will miss a vital point. Small story. One guy goes to a personality development guru and asks, I am very bad with women, I am 33, still single, please help me, give me some tips. That guy said, don't bother. Early morning when you come out of your bed, just stand in front of a mirror and tell yourself, you are a funny guy, you are an attractive guy, you are an intelligent guy, you will attract people. Just tell this 10 times to yourself. All these kind of funny suggestions they will give. And somehow this guy, because he paid the money, he has to follow the suggestion. He went and did. After 3 weeks, he came with the same low mood, same face hanging long. To that self-development guru. That guy asked, what happened? Technique did not work. No, it worked amazing. For within a week, I have seen the best women all over, the best women in this city. I am just having party every day. Then why are you disturbed? Then what is your problem? No, now I don't have any problem, but my wife has. Understand? Sometime because within that 3 weeks he got married and now she is creating problem. Sometimes they will miss vital points. You should have advised him, don't get married. The vital point is not given. Remain as single as earlier. How you remained? Same way. He missed a single point, a single advice. Now the problem starts. Sometimes the self-development gurus also may miss a single vital point. Anyhow, this book must have been the how to create enlightened tradition, living stream of enlightened beings. Because Lord Tzu used this technique. And there are techniques which is used by Buddha, which is used by Jesus Christ, which is used by George Gurdjieff. And this book is 10,000 years old, so we can be sure this is a source book. This at least 10,000 years old, because the stone inscription of this book is at least 10,000 years old. Lord Tzu and his disciple Chuang Tzu, both of them were walking on a bridge, on a river. Suddenly Lord Tzu said, "Stop here. When river stops and bridge moves, come back and see me," and went away. These enlightened masters are very crazy. You don't know what they will do. Especially if you are in tune with them, if you are totally open, if you give them the confidence that you are ready to learn, they will teach in all crazy ways. But they will do it. That's one great thing about them. Both of them are walking in a forest on a bridge. Suddenly he stops. "Hey, stand here. When river stops and bridge moves, come back and see me. Till then be here." And he went away, leaving him alone. Just understand, you are coming with me somewhere in a forest. Suddenly I tell you, stop here, stand here, and come back when the hill moves. What will you tell? Get lost. At least, if you are intelligent, no, I don't want to send you alone. At least for your sake I should come. You will find some reason. But this Chuang Tzu is a very dedicated disciple. The story says he made a small hut on that bridge and sat. He was sitting, gazing down the bridge, continuously looking, decided, till the river stops and bridge flows, I will not go from here. Understand? Till the river stops and bridge flows, I will not go from here. Decided, just to sit. And now, the physicists are saying, even the wall which is static here is not static. The electrons are moving. The high speed the electrons are moving. Einstein says if if two vehicles are moving at same speed, you can't even say that they are moving. In space, if two vehicles are moving at same speed, you can't say that they are moving. See, you feel that something is moving only when you see something else is static. If you are going in train, you feel the train is moving because trees are static. If you feel that trees are moving, you will feel that train is static. Sometimes the train is very silent, no sound, no jerk. Children, they start thinking the trees are moving. They ask you, "Father, why the trees are running so fast?" Something is running because something else is static. But everything is flowing, everything is moving in its own way. This guy decided to sit, watching. He experienced the oneness with the bridge. He saw the particles in the bridge is moving so fast, the river becomes static and the bridge is flowing. Understand? If you sit and meditate on this wall, you will realize this wall is not static. It is flowing. It is nothing but a frequency, vibration. Same way, when he decided to sit with the bridge, he experienced that bridge is nothing but a frequency. It is not a matter. It is not just a dead matter. It is a frequency, energy. Changsu runs to the master. The moment Lord Su saw him, he said, enough, I am not interested in asking you what happened. I know it has happened. Because the bridge has become, I could see the intense frequency with which it is vibrating. So it is such an intense vibration, frequency. Bridge is flowing, river is static. It's nothing but the technique to fall in tune, opening up. Here, Mahadeva is giving at the edge of a deep well, look steadily into its depths until the wondrousness. You see, when you feel connected to a well, or when you are standing near a well, deep well, and looking into its depths, be very clear, make sure that well has got a wall, because the liability problem. The well has got a wall and you are safe. Just look steadily into its depths. When you are completely connected, lost in the depths of the well, you will understand the depths of your being also is opening up. Slowly it will open up till you feel that you are filled, wondrous. One more thing, if you are height phobic, if you have that fear of the height, you will feel frightened. First your fears will come out. Nothing wrong. You can go through the fears. If you really have too much of fear about the height, then this technique is not for you. If you have the ability to open up, this technique is for you. Just stand, look the depth. Actually, when you look at the depth, look down, you feel the fear because your Swadhisthana is awakened. Anything awakened Swadhisthana is filled with life. Understand? Whenever your Swadhisthana is awakened, anything which awakens your Swadhisthana is filled with life. The same thing which awakens your Swadhisthana can be used to go beyond the death, means achieving life. Life and death both are connected to Swadhisthana. Whether you are facing death or life, it will awaken. If you are feeling the fear, seeing the depth means the Swadhisthana is awakened. You can use the same possibility to awaken the life also in you. Go beyond death. Go beyond death. At the edge of a deep well, look steadily into its depths until the wondrousness, until you are filled with wondrousness, you achieve the no-mind state. If you don't have a well, you can use master's eyes as a substitute. Understand? Master's eyes is also deep, deeper than any ocean. Sometime, in those days, during LBP, the sixth meditation, Anya meditation, I myself will sit and people will be allowed to gaze at my eyes. They feel, Swamiji, it is empty, nobody is there inside. I I tell you, that is true. There is nobody inside. It is just moving. Because somebody is there in that body, it gives you the feeling there is somebody in this body also. If you realize that there is nobody in this body, you will realize there is nobody in that body also. There is nobody in this body. Empty chair. But if empty chair speaks to you, it will be difficult for you to sit and listen. Just imagine, the empty chair is there and sound is coming. So that is the reason I have to create a body. I have to use a body. Just like using this kerchief, I have to use the body. Because I am talking to human beings, I have to create a human body. You can use master's eyes. I think we have photographs. You can use the photograph of the master's eyes. Just sit with it and see the depth. Just look into that eyes. You will see the empty, intense energy, nothingness and everything. Purna and Shunya. Purna means everything, Shunya means nothingness. You will see both in that eyes. Both are one and the same. Beyond your frequency, you can call that as emptiness or everything, Purna or Shunya. You will experience that in the master's eyes also. If you have a well, use the well. If you don't have a well, it's okay. Get at least the photograph of the master. Sit with it. Decide till I am filled with a no-mind state, till I am filled with nothing or everything. Either I should be filled with nothing or I should be feeling everything. Till that happens, I won't move. Understand? This strong sankalpa, will, is also necessary. Buddha, when he sat, when he decided that he will not get up till he becomes enlightened, story says he became enlightened that moment. Itam asanam, in this seat, let my flesh dry, let my bones dry, let my body dry, let me die, but I will not move unless I become enlightened. This very strength, he became enlightened that moment. Same way, decide strongly. Unless I get at least one glimpse of that no-mind state, I will not get up from this meditation. If your mind knows that you will get up, mind will try to give suggestion. I think telephone is ringing. Please come, let's have breakfast, then we will continue the meditation. It is time to call your girlfriend. Later on we can do. It's time to call your boyfriend. Why not later on? You will find some reason. Your mind will find some reason to torture you. Tell you, get out. Mind is a very powerful, cunning enemy. He will take revenge. He will try his best to take revenge. He will not allow. Small story. One old farmer was dying, he's in a deathbed. He called his wife and said, please marry the neighbor after I die. Wife said, no, I can't marry after I lived with you. I can't marry anybody else. He said, no, you should marry him. She asked, why? Why you are forcing me? Because that fellow tortured me throughout my life. That fellow has cheated me in many ways. Your mind will find some reason to torture you, to threaten you. No, that's not life. Let you be very clear. That's not life. Decide very strongly, clearly. One sitting can transform your life. In the house, when you are alone, decide. I will not get up unless I get at least one glimpse. Sit with the well or with the Master's eyes, which is far more deeper than any well. Look steadily into its depths until the wondrousness, the no-mind state happens to you. All you need to do, open yourself, be in tune, look into it, steadily, decide very clearly, I am going to do it. Mind will always postpone. I have seen people come and ask me, Swamiji, tomorrow 2 days workshop, shall I attend next weekend? I will come to Seattle. I tell them, you are seeing me now, there is an inspiration and mood. If you can't make it next week, if you can't make it this weekend, you think you will make it next weekend. By the time I will be in one corner of your memory. So naturally your mind, it's okay, all right. What am I going to do? Meditating and all unnecessarily. It's okay, I am already all right. I always tell people, don't postpone. Mind is such a cunning mechanism, no postponing. Do it now. Do it now, otherwise never. There is a beautiful story. In Mahabharata, there was a great king called Karna. He is well known for his charitable nature. One day an elderly priest came to him and asked for alms. This guy was applying oil with a left hand, and in a golden cup oil was there. He was applying. Just he took that cup and gave it away, that golden cup. But traditionally you are not supposed to do any charitable activity or giving anything with the left hand. The priest was offended. He said, how can you do this with the left hand? The Karna, the king says, please forgive me for doing something with the left hand, but I am afraid by the time I decide and move my right hand and pick it up, my mind may change. So I don't want to take that risk. It was in the left hand, I was applying the oil. Before the mind comes in, I want to finish the act. That's why I decided to give. Your mind is very cunning. It will always postpone. By the time I bring my right hand, my mind will say, wait, why unnecessarily this cup? We can give something else. Then, why so much of gold? Let us ask what is his problem and see. Whatever is necessary only, let's give that. Why unnecessarily giving too much? Your mind will play all its games and you are done. The whole giving process is corrupted now by your mind. Over. He says, before my mind interferes, I want to finish the act. So decide, till I achieve this wondrousness, I will not move from this state. Sit. Till I achieve at least one glimpse of that no-mind state, I will not move away. Decide that very clearly. This very strong will, you will achieve it. Let you all achieve and radiate the eternal bliss. Thank you.
Earth has given birth to great Paramahamsas, mystics, saints, and divine avatars who have consistently delivered this world from darkness to light. One such enlightened master, exuding divine grace, overwhelming compassion, and unfathomable spiritual knowledge, all at a very young age, is Paramahamsa Nithyananda.
Koti Surya Swarupinam Anandagandha Ishwaram Bhakta Hridaya Nivasinam Nithyanandam Namostude. Koti Surya Swarupinam Anandagandha Ishwaram Bhakta Hridaya Nivasinam Nithyanandam Namostude.
Nithyananda was born as Rajashekharan, the second son of his parents Arunachalam and Lokanayaki, in the temple town of Tiruvannamalai, South India. 10 days after he was born, the family astrologer predicted that Rajashekharan would grow up to become a Raja Sannyasi and guide the world, something his parents were not happy to hear. At the age of 10, Rajashekharan was initiated by Raghupati Yogi. In his moment of initiation, Rajashekharan was blessed with a vision of Parashakti. He went home and carved the vision he had in soapstone. One day, Rajashekharan was found etching a complex shape on a copper foil. It was the sacred Shri Chakra. The Shri Chakra is believed to be a diagrammatic representation of the cosmos. Shri Ramana Maharishi, Shri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and Sharada Devi were sources of inspiration for young Rajashekharan. At the age of 12, on the sacred day of Buddha Purnima, Rajashekharan had an intense encounter with the divine, an out-of-body experience that was to change the course of his life. By his 17th year, Rajashekharan's spiritual quest became too fierce to be ignored. He left home on a journey of arduous self-discovery with no assurance whatsoever, but only a glimpse of the divine he received at the age of 12. He wandered far and wide, studying and practicing meditation, from Tapovan in the Himalayas to Kanyakumari in the south, from Dwarka in the west to Ganga Sagar in the east. He wandered for 7 years in India and in Nepal. With just 2 pieces of clothing and a kamandalu, a holy water jug, and with no idea of where his next meal would be. One day in Gaurikund, he beheld a breathtaking vision. A young man with a glowing countenance and flowing locks was walking towards him with long strides and divine grace. Wonderstruck and gazing at him, Rajashekharan realized that this was none other than Mahavtar Babaji, the enlightened master dwelling in the Himalayas for thousands of years in perpetual youth. It was this great saint who looked at him and uttered the name Paramahamsa Sri Nithyananda, an enlightened being in a physical body, young at heart but wise in mind. Rajashekharan undertook years of rigorous penance, intense meditation practices, and in-depth study of yoga, tantra, Vedanta, and Shaiva philosophies before he attained the ultimate state of consciousness, the state of Nithyananda, or eternal bliss. Word of the charismatic saint rode the winds in every direction. People visited Nithyananda from far and near. Effortlessly, he won their hearts. The time had come, and Nithyananda was ready to execute the real purpose of his divine birth. The purpose as a guru, as a master to the entire humanity. Life Bliss Foundation is his worldwide movement to spread his message of meditation and inner bliss. With its spiritual nerve center in Bangalore, India, and its Western Hemisphere headquarters in Los Angeles, USA, it operates through 1,000 centers and over 78 upcoming ashrams in 30 countries, causing transformation of humanity through transformation of the individual. How does one describe this great master? The charm of a child, the healing hands of a doctor, the compassion of a mother, the wisdom of a guru. To those who struggle under the many burdens of life, his presence itself is the answer they seek. In his arms, thousands find refuge, the ailing, the needy, and the seekers of God. The Master is an invitation to a journey inwards. In his own words, "Just allow me to light your being, then you will know that you are pure consciousness and your being pure bliss."
Nityam Saranam Gacchami, Dhyanam Saranam Gacchami, Anandam Saranam Gacchami, Nithyanandam Saranam Gacchami.
Nityam charanam gacchami, dhyanam charanam gacchami, anandam charanam gacchami, nithyanandam charanam gacchami. Nityam charanam gacchami, dhyanam charanam gacchami, anandam saranam gacchami, nithyanandam saranam gacchami.
Nityam Saranam Gacchami, Dhyanam Saranam Gacchami, Anandam Saranam Gacchami, Nithyanandam Saranam Gacchami.